Robert Gould, a 74-year-old former teacher at Southend Junior School in Rushden and a leader at Park Road Methodist Church Youth Group, has been sentenced to 26 years in prison after being convicted of 29 historic sexual offences against 14 boys. The charges, which included 27 counts of indecent assault on a male, 1 count of indecency with a child, and 1 count of buggery under the Sexual Offences Act 1956, stemmed from systematic abuse carried out between the 1970s and 1980s. Following a trial at Northampton Crown Court, the jury deliberated for nearly 13 hours before delivering their verdict on January 27th, finding Gould guilty on all counts. The court heard harrowing accounts of how Gould exploited his position of trust to prey on young boys, often under the guise of routine school activities. Many of the assaults occurred during school hours, with Gould inappropriately touching victims, forcing them to sit on his lap, or molesting them while pretending to check their clothing. One victim recalled being abused after football practice when Gould, under the pretense of ensuring his clothes were dry, assaulted him through his underwear. Another described being repeatedly raped in a storage cupboard within Gould's classroom, while a third recounted being assaulted in his own bed during an overnight stay. The abuse extended beyond the school setting, taking place during church youth group activities, a school trip to Wales, and even chess club sessions. The investigation began in March 2021, when one survivor bravely submitted an online report, prompting further victims to come forward. Despite overwhelming evidence, Gould chose to contest the charges, forcing 13 men to relive their trauma as they testified against him. Among the victims was a man who had since passed away, whose testimony detailed the horrific abuse he endured at just 10 years old. During sentencing on March 26th, victim impact statements were read aloud, revealing the lifelong devastation caused by Gould's actions. Many described struggling with persistent flashbacks, nightmares, and profound emotional scars, including shame, anxiety, and depression. One survivor wrote of losing his childhood innocence, while another spoke of his transformation from an eager student to one who feigned illness to avoid school. Detective Constable Alice Hornsby of Northamptonshire Police's SOLAR team, the lead investigator, praised the courage of the survivors, calling them some of the bravest individuals she had ever encountered. She emphasized that while the sentence could never undo the harm inflicted, she hoped it would bring a measure of closure and justice. Addressing the shame expressed by many victims, she stressed that the blame lay entirely with Gould, a predator who had grotesquely betrayed his duty of care. She also commended the Crown Prosecution Service for their collaboration in securing the conviction and urged other survivors of sexual abuse, regardless of how much time had passed, to come forward, assuring them of the police's commitment to pursuing justice. Support services such as Serenity and Voice were highlighted as vital resources for survivors, offering confidential assistance whether or not individuals were ready to involve the police. This case serves as a stark reminder that perpetrators of sexual abuse can be held accountable no matter how many years have elapsed. The survivors, who retain lifelong anonymity, have supported the release of this report in the hope that their courage will encourage others to seek justice.